Hi, my name is Shweta Rana. Welcome back to my channel. And I hate when people talk too much and don't get straight to the point, so I'm going to get straight to the point. Do not ever be desperate. Do not ever fucking be desperate. I don't give a shit how badly you want something. You know what? Actually, be desperate. I changed my mind. Actually, be desperate and act like a desperate person and go beg and go and repeatedly try and please them and do everything in your life that benefits them and do everything in your life that makes them happy but not you and walk all over yourself, be absolutely miserable, and then find out how much you never wanted it in the first place. Once you taste that reality, you are never going to go back, and you are going to make sure that anyone who is in this reality comes out of this reality because you're going to be the advisor. Now, the way to come to terms with someone abandoning you or someone betraying you is to come to the realization that everything you think you knew was actually just an idea in your head, was just a delusion that you were feeding into because you wanted it to be this scenario that you desire. And once you come to that realization, once it kind of formates in your brain that this person was actually the opposite, like most of the time, that's when you kind of start realizing, and everything is gonna start snowballing to you that, okay, wait a minute, this was an idea. I was feeding into it every single time. I was telling myself, oh, I was trying to change this person so bad into being what I wanted them to be, and it probably was something that would be good for your relationship. Then you kind of start realizing that everything you knew was just an idea that you kept formatting in your brain. The most dangerous form of blindness is believing your perspective is the only reality that there is, and kind of being blindsided to what really is happening in front of you and what the person is showing you that they are 100%. You don't ask a man why he is a clown. You ask yourself why you're at the circus. You ask yourself why you're looking for love, why you're looking for loyalty, partnership, relationship, companionship, all the things that you are willing to give. Ask yourself, why are you looking at the wrong place? Don't go and ask them why you are like this. Ask yourself why you're asking this from them. Ask yourself, why are you looking in the wrong places? Sometimes you just need to come to the realization that maybe there's something wrong with you. Maybe there's expectations that you set, but you don't even look at the right places. Most of the time, you guys are getting betrayed by people over and over and over again, even when they show you what they are and you're still doing it. You don't have to taste the whole ocean to know that the water is salty. Think about what I just said. If it has happened one time, it has happened 5 million times, and you're still trying to change that person, or you're still expecting loyalty, you're still expecting them to show up for you the way you show up for them, then you are feeding into a delusion that is only in your head. And once you like remove yourself out of that situation, you remove your being from that whole situation, all that is left is just their behavior. And now you're looking at them from a third person perspective, and all you see is their behavior. All you see is them for who they really, really are. Honestly, listen, you can find out if that person is your person or not within a few months, even within a few weeks. But you still date someone below your standards and then get mad at them for not showing up for you the way you show up for them, for not doing the things for you that you do for them. So keep dating below your standards, and then you're gonna get dragged across the globe, and you're gonna let go of yourself, and you're gonna become this person who's clingy, who's begging them, who's running after them, and then you're gonna lose yourself completely and everything you've worked on for so many years trying to build a personality that you can rely on. And then you're gonna end up in situations where you will have to forcefully work on yourself for months and months and years to come, just because at that moment of when things were happening, you ignored all of the things that you don't accept for yourself, that don't make you happy. You accepted their behavior. You accepted because you were scared of being alone. There are 8 billion people in this world. And I'm sure the person that you are having a hard time because of, if you're having a hard time, they're not your person. So don't be afraid of letting them go. Don't be afraid of putting yourself out there just because you think that, oh no, I love them. Oh no, no, love goes both ways. A relationship is where you both have to give. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Sometimes they give more, sometimes you give more. But it has to come together as an equal. Like when you sit down, you have to be like, oh, I'm doing this, even though it's a bit much, even though I have to go out of my way. But I know for a fact that they would do this for me. That's a relationship. Not when you're spending yourself completely, and you know for a fact that when it's their turn, they're not going to do that for you. One thing you have to analyze is how much you're valuing this person. Sometimes we end up overvaluing people because that's our essence, that's who we are. We know how to respect, we know how to give value, we know how to give in relationship. That's us, that's our essence. We know how to love, we know what it's like respecting people because we want that done for us. And you will realize that, oh, I was actually overvaluing this person, and they act like their personality doesn't deserve that much value. And instead, one day you're gonna give it to someone else who actually deserves it, and they're gonna thank God before they go to sleep. Just like you would thank God before you go to sleep if you met someone that will equally give you as much as you're giving them. So one day they're gonna thank God for the value you give them because this is what they deserve. But if you're giving it to the wrong person right now, and the person that comes to your mind when I'm saying this, maybe analyze. Whoever is coming to your mind right now, analyze. Are you overvaluing them? Like, actually see it as a third person perspective. Imagine, I just want to ask you one question. Imagine if you knew someone who is in this situation that you are right now, what advice would you give them? Okay, give yourself a name. Go to your imaginary space, give yourself a name, and give yourself the whole situation that you're dealing with. What advice would you give them? You'll kind of start analyzing every small detail, and you'll be like, okay, I'm actually over analyzing this person. I'm over respecting. I'm over loving. I'm over caring. I'm over giving. And they don't actually deserve that. Imagine yourself that you're in a dating phase right now, okay? You're in a talking stage with them. Would you actually want to be with them? Would you actually like the habits that they have, knowing what you know now? Maybe you're in a year relationship, maybe 5 year relationship, and you're like, ugh, I would not go deep in this rabbit hole with them because I'm already like, I don't like it. I don't even like the way they are. I don't like their habits. Knowing what you know now, would you spend the time of the day being bothered about their actions? Listen, if someone doesn't think twice before taking an action, if they don't think twice, if someone is not thinking twice before hurting you, they do not give a shit about you. If they know that that their actions are going to hurt you so bad, but they don't even consider you, they don't give a shit about you. And the reason we don't understand that is because we are not like that. So before we do something, we're gonna overanalyze. We're gonna like, oh my god, I could never do this to him. I could never do this to her. This is gonna break him. This is gonna break her. Even though it will make me happy, even though this is the right thing I'm supposed to do right now, but I know that it's gonna break his heart or her heart. We don't do those things. That's why it doesn't sit right in our head. That's why we don't understand the significance of this situation, because we are not like that. And just because we're not like that doesn't mean we can't learn. We can't learn from what's in front of us. If they're going ahead and doing something, and in that moment you were to come and ask, do you know that this is going to hurt me? They know that this is going to hurt you, but they're still doing it. They don't give a shit about you. They only care about themselves and the way they're going to feel. They are looking out for themselves. So look out for yourselves the same way. Why not? If you repeatedly give them yourself and you destroy yourself for someone so much, it's going to take you years to bounce back. It's going to change you as a person. And why are we spending ourselves, our golden years, trying to shape, trying to make someone a better girl, a better man, a better woman? We're going through shit ourselves. Why are we over spending all of this quality time that we can give ourselves, give it to our friends who will actually stand up for us, give it to our family members, spend time with our moms, spend time with our dads, go out, do stuff? Why are we choosing to be miserable when there is so much life out there, and there is so much in life, so much that life wants to show us? Remember that every time you choose something that's not going to benefit you and is going to benefit them, and you know for a fact they wouldn't do it for you, you're wasting golden years of your life. Like, if it's like this now, it's not going to change in a year, it's not going to change in 4 years. It's, if anything, it's going to double. Things are going to double. Whatever you think right now is such a big thing that's bothering you about them, I promise you, 3 years down the line, they're going to do something even bigger because they're used to it. They're never going to change. And it's the sad truth. I don't make the rules. We've all been through it. We've all been there. They are not going to show up as the person that you think you idolize. And it's fine to let go, and it's fine to just decide one day, this is not working out for me. I would not want my friend to be in a situation where the woman is like this or the guy is like this. I would never advise them to still be in this relationship. Take your own advice. Take your own advice. Don't be like, oh, but she's different. He's different. He's like, no, you saw how different they are. I'm telling you, if it's been more than 3 months, more than 6 months, oh my god, 6 months, if it has been more than 6 months and there are more cons than pros, write it down. For a fact, write it down. Take a book, write down pros and cons, write it in your notes. Let them go. Don't even waste your time. Don't waste your precious years, because there is so much more out there. There is so much more to live. Because, like, until when do you want to be in this situation? Until when? Imagine yourself 6 months from now. Do you still want to be in this situation? How can you get out of this situation? By taking a step right now. How long do you want to be unhappy for? How long is this going to last? How long? How many more months till you finally decide to let go? Because it's going to be harder later on. Focus on the relationship with yourself. Focus on how you show up for yourself. Sit down and think about what you do in your day. How much joy does it bring you? Is it making you happy? Is it gonna do better for you in for your future? Is it making you a better person? And choose things that are gonna make you a better person. Choose doing stuff that's going to help you in the future. There's always better things out there. There's always gonna be good things out there. Make the decision to move on. Choose yourself. Choose better, and be open to having better opportunities in life. If you are being lazy and neglecting your own growth, life is going to make you go through situations after situations after situations where you're going to be forced to show up for yourself and not be lazy anymore, not neglect your needs. Focus on yourself, give yourself the love, recognition, and hard work that you deserve. Observe yourself constantly from a third person perspective and see if you're proud of what you're doing. And I always say this, it's always survival of the fittest in this world. Look around. Do you ever see a weak person surviving? And don't get me wrong, if you think you're weak and you've still survived all of these years of being sad, of being miserable, of going through so much, you're not weak, you're actually strong. So only the fittest survive in this world. Look around. You're never gonna see a weak animal survive in the animal kingdom. I don't make the rules. It's the harsh truth. You gotta be strong. You have to at least have limits and boundaries in a way that when people show up, they are afraid of losing you, not the other way around. Because there is so much you bring to their life, because there is so much you offer. Don't be afraid. Do not have fear of, oh my god, what am I going to do if I let this go? You actually do not know what's going to happen if you don't let go. Maybe fear that instead. Do not have fear over, oh my god, where is my life going to be? I'm going to be lonely, I'm going to be depressed. Yes, you might be lonely. Yes, you will go through loneliness. Yes, you will go through depression. You will be in a very bad place in life, but it's not forever. It's actually temporary. It doesn't last forever, not for anyone, unless you actively choose that, unless you actively don't want to work on yourself and don't want to give yourself good things in life. So do not be afraid of the loneliness you're going to go through. It will be very hard. It will be one of the hardest things that you'll have to go through in life, but that is going to make you stronger. And once that does make you stronger, then when certain people come in your life, you're never even going to entertain that more than a week. And that's the change you deserve. Giving up on yourself will only attract a negative life, because no one is coming to save you. No one is going to save you. You can go and cry to your friends, you can go and cry to your family members, but at the same time, you have to put in the work. No one is coming to save you. No one can save you. No one can do it for you.